Michael Costa.
And I'm Sarah Underwood.
On the show today, Jonathan Kite from Two Broke Girls will be here live.
Yep. And Matt Farah does some Christmas car shopping at the 2012 LA Auto Show.
Wow. The LA Auto Show. You know what I think the best auto show in the whole world is, though?
What?
Detroit's auto show, you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm from Detroit. They have a great They have a great auto show.
This is something weird to be so passionate about.
Well, it's kind of all we have.
Okay.
The difference between the Detroit and the LA Auto Show is in Detroit, they actually would just steal the cars afterwards.
That is quite the difference.
That is different.
Yeah, are you getting all the blood to your head right now?
Why?
I feel like
my jeans are a little tight?
Your jeans are a little tight.
Are these jeans too tight, you guys?
Look at these jeans.
Are these jeans too tight?
Kind of tight, Michael. It's a little much.
Well, you know what I think is funny is that we've only been on the show about a minute, and Sarah's already been checking out my ass.
Just noticing that your pants are too tight.
Maybe
That's
you're just,
it.
Maybe you're just. Well, I feel okay in them. Is your dress too tight? No, it's not.
No,
is
definitely
it?
not too tight. This is perfect, I think. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. It's already better than hosting with Candace. I'm sorry, Candace. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You did say that before the show started, though. So
this is our first time doing this together.
It is, and you're back. This is his third time.
Thanks, you guys.
3 times.
I was very excited to be asked back because the last time I was here, the news came out that the show was canceled.
Wait, does that mean? Do you think you canceled?
I thought maybe I canceled it. And then I did some Googling, and I learned that actually Horatio Sands canceled it. So.
Oh, he was the last one before the announcement. It could have just been the combo of you just both bringing our ratings down.
Costa, Sands, cancellation.
There's a theme
Sands, Costa is nothing.
Special and smart you are. Time now to run down the top things on the web.
Yeah, we're going around the net. Yes.
All right, first up today is a man with a dream.
Okay.
A dream that you should never, ever, under any circumstances, attempt at home.
Oh. You got it. Oh, my God, man.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
I'll tell you what, Michael Phelps sure has let himself go. That's the last time I got Cirque du Soleil tickets on Groupon.
Is it just me, or did anyone else think he looked like a beautiful mermaid?
Like a fat merman?
A beautiful mermaid, just elegantly in the water.
I thought he was going to die. Drown.
Yeah, that too. All right, and now we've got breaking news. Yeah, well, ABC's idea of a breaking story, that is. Here's their in-depth, hard-hitting report on a terrible attack at the most fish-smelling place on Earth.
Whoa.
A little girl who was bitten by a dolphin at SeaWorld. Check this out. It was all caught on videotape. This is a girl whose dream is to one day work with dolphins. Her parents knew visiting SeaWorld on their trip to Orlando was a must, but they may now be regretting it.
I'm not a fish.
Similar incidents happened twice back in 2006. Still, the park has not yet said whether it will make any changes to this attraction.
Wow. I'll say it again. Michael Phelps has really let himself go.
Oh, jeez. Is it going to be like this all day?
Yeah, a lot of Michael Phelps
A lot
jokes.
of the same jokes. All right. Well, you know what I don't understand is the dolphin didn't even break the girl's skin. I don't know what everyone's getting all worked up about. Who cares?
I agree. This kid got off lucky. Dolphins are rapists.
Oh, I forget.
People don't know that.
They are. No, I knew that. They're rapists.
And
they're rapers.
They're dolphin rapers, and they hump humans all the time.
They do. They're disgusting.
So
just demonic sexual freaks.
Not a big dolphin fan. Sarah Underwood, not a big dolphin fan.
No, no. Well, they're rapists.
Yeah.
They're just rapists.
Right. It's weird hearing you say that and look at me with an accusation of tongue.
Okay. What?
Nothing.
You wanna
Okay.
go
I was going to say, if you want me to, you know, no, I don't want to say. No, I didn't say that.
That's what you were going to say. right.
Do we have an edit button? Okay, do you want me to rape you, Sarah Underwood?
But wait, you can't joke about rape.
Yeah.
Remember, someone
Right,
got in trouble
I can't
for that.
joke about it. That's why I was trying to end the show, and then you yelled it at me. I'm amazed this show's being canceled.
I know, it's crazy. All right. Our next video is a reminder that if you're considering plastic surgery, you should really at least look at your doctor's reviews on Yelp, which is what I did. Just in case this happens.
I think
Flipping backwards. I don't think an implant's supposed to do that. It shouldn't be able to flip.
Oh, man. Oh. So that's where my Frisbee went.
Yeah, she's got a lot of junkyard in her trunk.
You know, I've heard of a butter face, but that's a butter butt. No, literally, she's got a plastic tub of butter in her butt.
The truth is, her doctor's a serial killer, and that's where he hides the bodies.
When she farts, it must sound like the horn of Gondor. She just farted. This has been one hell of an ATM.
It's a lot of fun so far, it is, Michael.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, now, here's a music video that proves that money can buy a lot of things. Green screen time, braces, teen gym club memberships, except maybe talent.
You know, rich girls used to travel. There's only one thing scarier than this video.
There is? What?
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't know, like spiders.
You're halfway there.
Really?
Spider Busey. Spider Busey! No!
Ah!
That's a callback. That's a callback to when I hosted this 6.5 years ago.
It was more like 5 months
5 months
ago,
ago,
but yeah,
maybe,
way
yeah,
to
okay.
stay,
Okay.
yeah.
Spider
Keep things
Busey.
fresh.
Do you have any like weird videos that you have like that of you singing?
I do actually. I have a video from home with me and my girlfriend. There was no green screen, but there were braces, and but it was
like walking braces or?
What do you think, Mike?
I don't think walking braces.
What do you think the answer to that
I don't
is?
think it was walking braces.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
On our mouths. But it was to Shania Twain.
Oh.
And at the end, for some reason, we just started making out with a JTT poster. So.
What's JTT? Is that a boy band or something?
You're kidding me right now.
I don't know what JTT is.
You don't know what JTT is. You guys know what? You guys know.
John Thomas.
Yes.
John.
How could you not know about JTT? Only the cutest.
Isn't
little boy
it
of our
good
time.
that I don't know about that guy? A small, cute boy I don't know and have on the tip of my tongue. That's a good thing.
Who knew the JTT? Show your face right now. Let's see. Show your face. This is the JTT
Wow.
right there. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Enough. Did it even cut to him? No.
No.
But we're just gonna go on like it went right.
Isn't that the log line for Attack of the Show?
All right. Oh, good times, good times. All right. Oh, they got the lights on. You want to show them? No. All right.
Okay.
It worked. Yay. All right. And finally.
That's JTT?
No. He knew. No. Get out of here. I can't handle you anymore. All right. And finally, a lesson in motorcycle safety. When you're riding a motorcycle, whatever you do, don't do this. All right?
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to say it one more time, you
What?
guys. Michael Phelps has really let himself go.
Please don't.
I've
had enough.
I know you like all these callbacks, but I actually do know who owned that boat. Do you want to know who owned that boat?
You don't know who owned the darn boat.
I do.
Really, who?
Spider Busey. Spider Busey! Ah!
I'm just screaming at your dumb joke.
I know, there's a lot of dumb jokes.
All right, that's it for ATN. I feel like we learned a lot. Did we learn something?
I think we learned ahead, and still
He knew JTT. Yeah.
still ahead. Can an entire country remove itself from the internet? Well, Syria did, and Wired's Noah Shackman will explain how hackers are getting around it after the break. What a mess! What a mess on ATN.
Attack of the Show is coming to an end, and we need your help. Do you have a favorite AOTS blooper, comedy bit, or segment that you want to see one last time before we pull the plug? Well, now is your chance to speak up. Send us an email with your name and tell us what you want to see in the final episode of Attack of the Show. Email us at mayorofg4@g4tv.com.
Before the break, I was telling you that the internet has become a battlefield in the Middle East. Now, joining me now to explain is the contributing editor of Wired and editor of Wired.com's Danger Room blog on national security, Noah Shackman. Welcome, Noah.
Hi.
Hi. Now, Syria has removed itself from the internet. That was last week and went completely offline for 2 days. Do we know who did this or how it happened?
Well, the Syrian Foreign Ministry claimed that someone accidentally chopped the cable, but considering there are 4 cables, that would be kind of hard to do.
Yeah, and these cables, aren't they like underground or in the ocean or something complicated like that?
Yeah, but wherever they are, the chances of all 4 of them getting accidentally cut at once are pretty low.
So then...
He also claimed
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
terrorists did it. He also claimed, I don't know. You know, basically his reasoning was not exactly sound.
So the Syrian rebels now, during that time, were using things like cell phones, YouTube, and social media. How are they using those to wage their effort?
Right, right. So not only were they using it to communicate with the outside world, but actually the rebels use YouTube particularly to train each other on weapons. There's like how to clean out your AK-47, how to shoot, close combat tactics, that kind of stuff. No, seriously.
So the rebels are training their force on YouTube. That's why, I mean, I go to YouTube to learn how to make a bundt cake. And they're learning how to clean out their AK-47.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure they're watching plenty of cat videos too.
Okay.
But just every once in a while, they get some training in there too.
How were they able to still organize and circumvent the internet when it was down?
So you're going to find it hard to believe, but there actually were revolutions before YouTube and Twitter.
Okay.
Those did happen, a couple of them.
Yeah.
So I think they've used some old school methods to coordinate. I think also what may have come in rather handy is that the U.S. has distributed a lot of satellite phones and satellite modems inside of Syria. So I'm having a feeling that those things came in handy.
So that's an interesting thing that I was reading about. The U.S. is literally funding trips to Istanbul that these Syrian rebels have been taking, and then they get trained in secure communications and things like that. Is that right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Look, a lot of the things that democracy groups use to circumvent censors, the security protocol Tor, for example, were all funded by the U.S. government. And so the U.S. government continues to fund people that want to circumvent censors, in this case, the Syrian rebels.
And were they were given almost like little gift bags when they would leave security camp. Is that right?
That's right. T-shirts, Galaxy pads. No, basically just satellite modems and stuff like that.
Hackers work on both sides, not just for the rebels. What's the role of the pro-regime hackers in all this?
Right, so they've actually taken advantage of that need for secure communication and try to tempt the rebels with like fake Skype and fake secure protocols to talk and then take over their machines. There's been hacking on both sides, defacing websites, getting into each other's emails, publishing embarrassing details about one another. It's pretty sophisticated, actually.
Now, Wired is reporting that there are a lot of other countries that could instantly be taken offline as well. Tell us a little bit more about that, besides just Syria.
Yeah, there's a number of countries that have just one basic connection to the rest of the internet, and they can be unplugged quicker than, say, a show about technology on G4.
Right, okay. Oh, that really hurt. Yeah.
Sorry, man. Yeah, so for example, Greenland, not exactly the most connected to the rest of the internet. Basically one big cable. You can unplug that and Greenland disappears off the map. Curiously, Afghanistan, very well connected to the rest of the world. Because the war is sort of broken apart their communications, they've plugged in a little bit to Iran, a little bit to Pakistan, a little bit to all of its neighbors. And so it's actually relatively hard to unplug from the internet.
What about the United States? I mean, do we just have one giant cable that kind of seeps in through Maine or something? I mean, how are we connected?
Right, underneath my house mostly.
That's just a big
yeah, no, there's big connections both on the east and west coasts, and no, it is pretty hard to unplug the U.S. from the internet.
Okay, well, thank you very much for talking with us. Let's say thanks to Noah Shackman from Wired. Still ahead, car expert Matt Farah checks out cutting-edge cars at the LA Auto Show, including a Jaguar, an Aston Martin, and a Ford Fiesta.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Honda Power Sports. For great deals on gifts that go, it's go time at your Honda dealer.
All the news you need to know.
I'm Sarah Underwood, and here are your top stories. Privacy advocates are on high alert because police may soon be able to access and record your text messages. A number of local and state-level police departments have submitted a proposal to Congress that would require wireless providers to store information about private text messages and keep them on record for at least 2 years. Officials would only be able to access the text if they could be used as evidence during a criminal investigation. As texting has gotten more and more popular, police claim that outdated laws can hinder investigations, which is a valid point, but I don't think recording every citizen's texts just in case they come in handy later is a very good idea. But speaking of text messages, the first ever was sent 20 years ago today when an engineer texted the message, "Merry Christmas." Nowadays, the world sees nearly 200,000 text messages sent every second. Every second. And the U.S. Department of Energy has its sights set on creating a battery that's 5 times as powerful, yet 5 times cheaper than any battery currently in existence. And they want it all to be compiled within the next 5 years. The government has awarded $120 million to a new research hub made up of different universities and private firms, and expectations are high. Already, people are comparing the research to the likes of the Manhattan Project. You know, that little thing with Oppenheimer where we invented the atom bomb? Yeah. Well, anyway, I wish the scientists luck, and hopefully we'll all be driving battery-powered cars sooner rather than later. And finally, watch out, Netflix, because Verizon and Redbox are coming for you. Earlier this year, we told you that the two companies were teaming up to create a video streaming service called Redbox Instant, and now we know a few details. First, the service will cost $6 a month and allow subscribers unlimited access to an extensive video catalog, similar to what we see in Netflix. But for an additional $2 a month, subscribers will receive 4 credits that can be used at any physical Redbox location. Yes, the service will also feature video on demand, which will let customers buy and rent movies for as little as 99 cents. Redbox Instant is slated... You guys, oh, stop it. Redbox Instant is slated to roll out as soon as December 17th and will be available online on the Xbox 360 and all Android and iOS devices. to cheese balls. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Now let's look at some fancy cars from the LA Auto Show.
Welcome to the 2012 LA Auto Show. Now today I'm going to check out 3 of the hottest new production cars on display here at the show. I don't know about you guys, but I am a firm believer that a good car deserves a good name, and a great car deserves a great name, which is why I've been a little disappointed with Aston Martin over the past couple of years using the DB monikers for their car, the DB9, the DBS. So I'm glad that they have decided for 2013 to bring back the Vanquish.
The new Vanquish and its 565 horsepower V12 engine will hit 60 miles an hour in just 4 seconds flat on a way to a top speed of 183. But it's not just a pretty face. The whole body is made of carbon fiber, and the chassis is carbon aluminum to keep weight in check. There's an adjustable suspension and ceramic brakes for maximum performance when you need it, and an automatic transmission for when you don't. The trunk integrated aero deck takes 3 days to make by a single person. On the luxury front, Astons never disappoint, and customization is key. There are over 3.6 million color and trim combinations standard. It takes 55 hours of continuous painting to create the color on each car, and it produces one of the best exhaust notes of all time.
Good news and bad news about the Vanquish. It is coming to the United States in limited quantities, and we'll be seeing them on the roads about March of 2013. Now, the bad news. It's $300,000, and it's sold out all the way through 2014. For the last 20 years, the Germans have been beating the U.S. at the hot hatch game. But with the release of the Ford Focus ST last year and the new Fiesta ST here at the LA Auto Show, I think the game might get flipped.
If you don't have the budget for a supercar but need a fun, everyday runabout, the Fiesta ST could be the car for you. With a 1.6-liter turbo engine making 197 horsepower and 215 pounds of torque from 20 pounds of boost, the Fiesta ST has a power-to-weight ratio nearly as good as a Lotus Elise. It gets standard disc brakes 20 millimeters larger than the regular Fiesta with 60% more pad. The handling department is covered via a lower ride height, 75% stiffer in the rear, 17-inch wheels, and sticky Bridgestone tires. Inside, you get proper Recaro sports seats to keep your hands steering instead of hanging on, and the best part, it only comes with a 6-speed manual transmission.
Ford hasn't released the official MSRP for the Fiesta ST, but considering the Focus ST starts at only $24,500, we can expect this car to slot in underneath that, which should make not only performance-minded people, but budget-minded people very happy. Jaguar is probably a brand best known for their luxury and sporting sedans, but 50 years ago almost, the then new Jaguar E-Type was referred to by Enzo Ferrari as the most beautiful sports car ever made. And now we have another 2-seat sports car from Jaguar. This is the all-new, production-ready F-Type.
Jaguar is getting back in the sports car game with the all-new F-Type. This one, the S model, features both the design and black exterior packages for maximum flair and a simple yet sculpted interior with a surprising amount of room. Under the hood, you get a 3-liter supercharged V6 making 380 horsepower, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. The F-Type will cross the 60-mile mark in 4.8 seconds on its way to a top speed of 171 miles an hour. At just over 3,500 pounds, it isn't exactly a lightweight, but with an interior like this, we'd be happy driving one every day of the week, and we'll keep our fingers crossed for a manual option.
The F-Type starts at $69,000, and the S version behind me is $81,000 with the supercharger. Deliveries begin next summer, and I hope the press cars come in before that, because I'll tell you something, I cannot wait to drive this thing. That's all for today from the LA Auto Show. Check us out tomorrow when I look for the best concept cars in the convention center.
Thanks, Matt. Stay tuned. Jonathan Kite from Two Broke Girls will be here live.
Today's Road Report is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote.
welcome from Two Broke Girls, Jonathan Kite is here. This is him, everybody. Now, I Googled your name and got to jonathankite.com, and that's not you.
That's only me if I was like in a Clumps outfit. Like I was in another suit of somebody. No, I've been trying to get the domain name for that since I was in college. That guy lives in England. Send letters, obviously. This is why I'm on.
Right.
And I just can't get it. I can't. And when things started to hit for me a couple years ago, I sent him like a very polite email, and he sent back a bill to be like, you can buy it from me.
And this guy is an energy healer.
And it says, hold on, I should notice, it says coming soon, and it said coming soon for 12 years now. Okay. We have a different definition of coming soon.
Well,
come soon went.
I'm sorry that you don't have it. So do you have to buy like something else now, like JonathanKiteIsANiceGuy.com or something like that, or is that also someone
I bought ComingSoon.com.
Okay, perfect.
So take that, England. No, I tried to figure out some stuff, but it just seemed fake. It seemed like it wasn't the real me. Like my friends, web designers, were like, just do .org or do .net, and I go, the first thing I think of is that this guy is an imposter.
Yes.
When I see that on other people's stuff.
There's a gay nude Romanian model named Michael Costa. That's my name. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Jonathan Kite.
And
not the coming soon Jonathan Kite.
Right, not the different one.
Different.
And it is kind of funny with domain names. He hasn't approached me for selling him anyways. Okay, let's not get it about me. Two Broke Girls. Let's not get about me and gay Romanian nude models. Two Broke Girls.
I was gonna say, why isn't his name michaelcosta.organ?
Oh.
Sorry.
Two
Broke Girls.
Congrats. Congratulations on Two Broke Girls.
Thank you so much.
It's such a funny character.
Thanks,
I wasn't
man.
even sure if you spoke like Oleg or like Jonathan or like you, but you do it so well.
Thank you.
It's a working kitchen, correct?
It's a working. The set designers are brilliant. They actually just won Emmys, and everything works except the toilets.
Okay.
There's like we've had some bathroom scenes that have been cut, but you sit in a toilet and it's weird because everything around you is saying go.
Go.
And then. But the 4 cameras are saying don't.
Right.
And so it's cool though back there. It's legit. Everything back there, like we're playing with real food during the shows and everything. It's really, really, really amazing.
You don't just do that accent. You do nearly 100 impressions, if not more.
I do some impressions.
Would you mind sharing some with us? Maybe.
Yeah. Which camera should I look at?
That's a good question. Andy, can you do something for once? How about? I've heard.
Can't speak to that.
Seth Rogen, can we request that?
Oh my God! I'm on Attack of the Show. This is awesome.
Okay. How about great? How about Liam Neeson?
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, wait, I do have money. I'm Liam Neeson.
Great. How about one more? Vince Vaughn.
I'm excited, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a great time here. You know what I'm saying right now? You know what I'm saying right now, baby? This is great. I'm having a great time.
That's Jonathan Kite. That's awesome, man. Have you ever bumped into? I mean, this is L.A. Have you bumped into people?
I bumped into Vince Vaughn.
You did?
I did. Well, I was at a table read with him, lucky enough, and it was really cool because my friend who had introduced us was like, Vince knew that one of us did an impression of him.
Okay.
So the table read was awesome, so much fun. And then I could tell that he was kind of looking around to like figure out who kind of could do him. And so as soon as he left to go to his office or something, all of his friends were like, all right, do Vaughn. And as soon as they said that, Vince, like a ninja, came from around the corner and was like, yeah, do me. Do me. And I kind of sat there and I had a moment where I was like, oh my God, this could go terribly wrong.
I mean, that would be the worst thing ever to do that in front of the guy who.
Or if it was insulting, like if it didn't sound like him, and I was like, this is you. I was in Swingers. And everyone was like, that's amazing. And he's like, what?
This guy's. So what? How did it go? Did it go?
He was so sweet, and he laughed and he smiled, and right away I could tell that he was kind of like, wow, that really does sound like me. And I had to say, I do other people just so
Right.
he knows that I wasn't vocally stalking him.
You don't just do Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
How do you develop, an impression is one thing, but an original voice, how do you develop an original voice for a character?
I grew up with a lot of people that were first-generation Americans, and so their parents are all Eastern Europeans.
Right.
And so that's probably the first accent I ever did, was just like hanging out with their parents and mimicking them. And so I think just kind of being around it and, I guess not making fun, but like kind of playing characters or like doing them.
Do you work on a new voice by yourself, with a group of people, with your acting friends, or is it just you, Jonathan Kite, in his bedroom doing voices?
It's in a car, actually. I have an MP3 I rip, like MP3s of like interviews and stuff, and just so I can learn it, and I look insane because I'll pull up to lights and like I'll just be playing it and I'll be going back and forth. And for Vince Vaughn, I learned it. I told somebody for an audition that I could do it, and they loved my other impressions, but I couldn't do Vince at the time.
Okay.
So I went home and I watched YouTube, and I actually bought the movie Fred Claus. And I watched that opening.
That was the only Vince Vaughn movie you could get?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know he did other stuff. Yeah. No, there's a great scene with him and that little girl in the beginning where he's just like telling her how it is. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh man, I bet if I could get that, I could really get him. So that cool. I kind of spent in front of, I wore out the carpet in my room pacing.
Right. That's very cool. Well, thanks to Jonathan Kite for stopping by. You can catch Two Broke Girls on CBS tonight. Now over to Sarah.
Thanks, Michael. Check it out. Matt Myra's got a Windows notebook so cool that they call it an Ultrabook. Yeah, don't miss Gadget Prawn right after this.
On the next Attack of the Show.
Star Trek's George Takei drops by the show with the latest on his role in Archie Comics.
Oh my.
Then on DVD Tuesday, Chris Gore plays Buy, Rent, or Pass with My Little Pony and The Dark Knight Rises. And Matt Farah puts the pedal to the floor when he hits the LA Auto Show.
It's on the next Attack of the Show.
The miracle of life.
Did you know Lego is Danish for play well? And since 1958, Lego has produced an estimated 500 billion bricks. Behind every Lego Metropolis are guys like Eric Varsegi, a master builder and designer whose job it is to figure out how it all snaps together.
What's it like to work here?
I've been working here for 16, 17 years or so, and honestly, it's a different job every day. Building crazy Star Wars stuff one day, building those dragons and dinosaurs the next. It never gets old. It's always something cool and exciting, some new thing to do, some new thing to accomplish.
What's going on here?
It's just a staging area for the old Lego Models retirement home. We build large models to support the initiatives of the brand marketing divisions here at Lego. A lot of the guys here have been on display for a number of years and taken down for whatever reason.
This is what happens to the Legos when you're done with them?
Yeah, there's probably millions in this building here. We'll get finished with an event, we'll park it here for a while. It'll get reused eventually.
So how did you get this job?
About 16, 17 years ago, I just answered an ad in the paper. Came in at the ground level just as a model builder, so I would take the other designers' work and just glue copies together. Eventually, I showed them that I had the design chops to take it on myself, and I started coming up with my own things. 3PO here. I developed him about 5 years ago.
This is one of yours?
This is one of mine. Lucasfilm actually provided to us the 3D models that they use, and just to kind of flesh out the whole shape of it. Let's go back to the shop, and you can see one of my fan favorites. Here's the model shop.
Ooh,
this is where all the fun stuff happens.
Cool.
So after we're done with our designs, whether they be digital designs or actual physical prototypes, we'll pass it off to our model building team, and they'll construct the actual finished model. This is the Republic Star Destroyer from Episode 3.
Wow.
I built this back in 2005. These are actually the legs of Boba Fett that I stuck on the front. You can see his knee pads there. Darth Vader's head's built into the side of it somewhere. There he is right there.
What? Great tour. Love Legos. Gotta go. Someone start the car?
This area here is where our specialty pieces are, designer stock. Everybody normally associates Lego as the square bricks. You know, there's tons of other shapes and sizes. You can make anything out of them. Like this guy right up here. Yep, it's a hub to a tire. But I took this on the Star Destroyer and just turned it into the back of the engine.
So everyone knows about the standard 2x3s, 2x8s. Are these the foundation for most of your projects here?
For most of them, yeah. We order them in vast quantities in bulk. Most of our models are built up just using the standard square bricks.
Tell me what you're working on.
Right now we're working on a life-size model of Darth Maul. The Lego Star Wars team have asked us to create a life-size model. So me and one of my fellow designers, we'll sit down for a couple days and work out a couple action poses. Oh man, that's it.
Okay, so show us how this works.
So I'll take the pose that Eric made in Poser, and I'll bring it into Maya, which is just a standard animation CG software. And I'll take that rough pose and I'll work out a new polygon outfit for it. So I get to be the wardrobe for Darth Maul. I get to dress him. You outline your model in that, and then we can take that into Brick Builder. And in Brick Builder, it'll turn that into a model created of 1x1 Lego brick.
How do the brick builders know which pieces to use where?
Brick Builder doesn't exactly tell you to use a 2x4 brick here, use a 1x8 there. They still have to look at the outside form of it and decide which brick works best for that case.
Now, how long does it take to build Darth Maul?
Probably about 200 hours.
Well, through the power of time-lapse photography, we're able to watch it get built before our very eyes.
Here he is.
This is impressive. The most important part is how much credit do I get?
You can take it all.
Really?
Sure.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this head as a tip.
It's all yours.
Have a nice night.
Bye now.
Look at me. I'm the greatest master builder alive. I made all this stuff in one day. This truly is a rad job. I'm going to take this with me. Oh, there's no warranty on them.
Matt Myra's here, everybody. And we are going to do some prawning, but first we have to do a quick shout out to our good buddy Dustin Peterson, who sent us some candy via the USPS. Look at all this candy he sent us. Dustin Peterson.
Dustin also sent me personally a Worf doll.
What?
Oh yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but this is the collector series. Can we go up here? Yeah.
Whoa.
And this is number 7,100 and something. So there's
so cool.
7,000 of these out there. I just wish he had gotten me the Captain Picard in dress uniform. That is one of the available action figures. There he is.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Well,
All
if you want that one, I'll just...
No, everybody should follow this guy on Twitter. He's at DragonFro. There it is, Chiron, underneath Michael's hands, right there. Look at that. Okay.
How about this? Now it's time for Gadget Prawn.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt, so what's your prawning?
Well, Michael, Windows 8 is here, and not only are we seeing the evolution of the operating system, but notebooks as well. Now you can touch them.
What?
Yeah, I know. This is the HP Envy TouchSmart Ultrabook. Here's some more info on it. Interact with your notebook in a whole new way thanks to HP's new Envy TouchSmart Ultrabook. This new laptop features a 14-inch touchscreen and is powered by an Intel i5 processor. It's also running the latest Windows 8 software. This new notebook can be yours, starting at $800. Yeah, folks, this is it. I'm typing in the password right now. There we go. Kobe Bryant's doing stuff on there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a 14-inch laptop, and let me tell you, it's a pretty good-looking one for a PC. You got the brushed aluminum on there. Look at that. Oh, it is sexy. Open it up, reveals the inside, also aluminum. There's a glass trackpad that is the least enjoyable thing I've ever used in my life. This thing right here, terrible. Thumbs down on that. The keyboard is backlit, okay?
Okay.
Here's the deal with the backlight, though. This one button stays backlit forever until you turn on the keyboard backlight. Then it's the only one that doesn't light up.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know
Don't
either.
they test this stuff or something?
You would think they do, but I'm guessing they are all in China. Now, here's the deal. What? Guys, that's where it's manufactured. Don't yell at me.
What is...
Here's the deal. Okay, ports-wise, we got 2 USB 3.0, 1 USB 2.0. We have HDMI, someone's, one. Multi-card reader on here as well. So for an Ultrabook, it's got a good amount of ports. The other thing you're going to notice with this thing when you open it up is this very aggressive speaker bar right here.
Well, and that's not just a speaker bar. That's Beats by Dre. How's the sound on that thing?
Well, let me tell you, it's not horrible. It's not horrible. They put a lot of money into this, you know, slapping the red B on there. You're thinking this is going to be the thing. It's going to blow you away. And you know what? They're loud. So I guess that's a good thing. And especially for a 14-inch laptop, though, you get nice low, nice high. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Beats by Dre thing slightly loved more than a gimmick. Slightly.
Maybe
just
when it
slightly
was
more
being
than a gimmick.
designed, Dre was just in the lab with a pen and a pad trying to get his damn label off. The 14-inch screen on here is you guys talk about nerd stuff. I can't quote Dr. Dre once.
It sounds like they all forgot about
They
Dre.
don't even. The 14-inch screen on here is a touch screen. What do you think of that?
Let me tell you, I like the touchscreen on this a lot. It's responsive. There you go. I didn't do anything there. There we go. Resolution 1366 by 768. The screen's glossy. Normally, I enjoy a glossy screen, but I will tell you, the viewing angle on this screen, subpar. It is poor. You can see the login screen right there, and then I turn it this way, and then you see nothing because it's so glossy. Thumbs down on that. Now, the Windows 8 UI touchscreen finally makes sense on a laptop. They've been trying it before, where you have to go to hit the start button and then go to control panel. It's a whole bunch of garbage. But with Windows 8, it actually makes sense for once. I found myself skipping the subpar keyboard and horrible trackpad and just using the touchscreen on this. I treated it like a very heavy tablet.
About performance, the HP Envy TouchSmart comes with an Intel i5 processor. Was it fast enough for your fast-paced lifestyle, Matt?
I have such a fast-paced lifestyle, you guys. I need everything right now. And you know what? This is fast enough. It's fast enough for me. 500 gigabyte hard drive, 32 gig cache flash memory, so it's a hybrid drive. You can put the OS on the cache, so it's always there. It's going to be much quicker than the regular hard drive. Graphics-wise, we're looking at an Intel HD 4,000 graphics, so it's not going to be the most powerful thing in the world, but it's certainly going to handle games. You know, not like crazy games, but it'll handle some games. It's also got 4 gigs of RAM, but you can upgrade that to 8 if you want to spend a little more money. So certainly, I would say, serviceable for consumers as well as the college folk.
Last but not least, battery life.
All right.
What can you help me? What can you tell me?
How much do you think a battery life would be on this little guy?
14 minutes?
Much more than that. 5 hours,
I was going to say 4 hours. 5 hours.
5 hours. I mean, it's not going to be a gaming laptop with your 1 hour or 2 hour, but 5 hours is good.
That is pretty good. Well, you can get the HP Envy TouchSmart like this one here for $799. Matt, what's the verdict?
We are giving it a 3 out of 5, kids. It's a pretty decent machine. I like the interface, but the cost I think is a little high. The machine we tested, I think the screen is not great. Terrible. Touchscreen-wise, great. Looking at it, not great. I'm docking it 2 full seals for that, and I think the battery should last a little bit longer. It's a viable machine, so if you get it on Christmas morning, don't hate your parents, okay?
Right. Just say it was a viable Christmas. Thanks to Matt Myra.
That's it for today's Gadget
Run. Candy's nice.
Candy!
Yeah, candy's good.
A Charleston Chew. I haven't had one of these in forever.
Dustin Peterson sent us a box. Do people send you stuff all the time?
People, yeah. I just got a laser pointer for my cat from someone, which was nice.
Oh, wow.
You just took out the batteries and put it in something else.
Yeah? I don't know what that means.
Put in her other laser pointer.
Oh, well, on that note, let's say goodbye.
Okay,
we gotta say
goodbye then.
We gotta say thanks to our guests, Jonathan Kite, Matt Myra, Noah Shackman from Wired, Myra, Matt Farah, and Sarah Underwood. Good night. Sorry, Matt. She's talking about laser pointers.
Laser pointers.